Hello hatchlings, and welcome to yet another Minecraft video. This is another one in Stephano's world. Woo! Just because I'm Stephano the Duck, I just thought I would just call it Stephano's world, because why not? Eventually I'm just going to end up saying my world, but Stephano's world works good too. Basically, what happened, if you didn't see the last episode, I don't want to spoil too much, I decided to go on a little bit of an expedition in which it did not end too great. So now I have decided, instead of pushing my luck, to just take it safe. Which is probably something that I should have done in the very beginning, but I was a little foolish, and that's fine. I am playing on normal difficulty, which is something I probably should have put into consideration when starting this map, seeing as I normally play on easy mode, going from easy to medium difficulty. I probably shouldn't have just gone into everything full force, which was my mistake. But I have learned my lesson, and that is perfectly fine. If you're all wondering why I am destroying this little wood box, basically what happened, and what didn't really get recorded, was I built myself a temporary shelter just to kind of protect myself from what was happening during the night time, just because when I spawned it was nighttime. And just kind of gathered up a few resources to kind of help me out a little bit with everything, just to kind of get me back to where I was in the beginning, when I was just kind of going full force collecting everything. What I have decided to do in the beginning, since first opening up into this video, there is a little island with sand over there that you can currently see is where I want to build my home. Just because when I went and kind of had a bit of a look, there was a very tiny island next to it which I could use for storage, and I thought it would be a cool place to just have a home on an island. Why not? Seems like most of the place is covered by water. I'm sure there's a lot of places with land, but this is where I want to set up camp. If I still sound a little bit funny, it is because I just still have a cold that I'm currently trying to get over at the moment, which is fine. Just kind of one of those things when it becomes winter. Well, where I am at the moment it is winter, where everyone else is probably becoming summertime at the moment, but yeah, it's becoming winter, so got a cold, can't really help that. But hopefully this video isn't too dark, and you can hopefully see me kinda building my home. I don't know what else to really say to kind of catch up everything. I did get iron in the first video, I think, and I'm kind of really sad about that, because now I kind of don't have that anymore, and yeah, that's a shame. It seems like this particular map doesn't seem to have much iron, or I'm just kind of not looking in the right places, because normally when I've opened up a map or anything like that, there's been iron everywhere. And yeah, for some reason it's just nowhere to be found. I'm either as well getting incredibly lucky with no monsters spawning, or they're eventually going to spawn at some point, hopefully not. Hopefully I am just extremely lucky, but who knows. What I am excited about though, creating a new world, um, is that I just get to create and build basically anything that I want to. Obviously, I can in my own kind of world that I load up in Minecraft anyway, but it's just kind of fun to share that experience with everyone. Um, in my personal opinion, I think it'll be fun sharing all of that with all of you. I do want to obviously go to the end and defeat the Ender Dragon and maybe go and defeat the Wither and kind of stuff like that. That's a lot bigger stuff, probably more aimed towards in the future on a long-term basis. I think once I have a home built and kind of a stable way of getting food and things needed. I have a lot of food, I think, just with the sheer amount of animals that have been spawning on the island. Um, but still good to have a farm going and everything like that. And I think it will be interesting using the island that's just next to this one. It's only small, but it will be interesting using the island next to it as maybe like a storage unit or something like that. I think that is what I will do with it. It's tiny, but if I build it up and correctly and add a whole bunch of chests in it, I'm sure it would store a whole lot of stuff. To to be perfectly honest. There we go. Adding coal in a furnace brightens everything up. I'm sorry that it is quite dark. I don't believe I have any torches to kind of light anything up yet. But once I am able to, I will definitely light up the area just because I don't want anything spawning. I do want to make things kind of nice and fancy um, with the house. I'm sure it won't be too extravagant. I'm still relatively new to the building scene. I mean, I have done a little bit of building, but I don't think I've really gone too far with my building, so it would be fun to kind of have a look back and kind of see how I built stuff in the future, because this is something that I do really want to just kind of continue for as long as possible, for as long as I feel like it needs to kind of go on. I'm sorry if everything in the beginning is quite slow. Um, I think whenever you're kind of starting off in a new Minecraft world, it's a bit more kind of slow and the pace is quite gradual. Um, but I think once you kind of get a bit more into it, it kind of gets a little bit faster unless you're mining, because mining takes forever no matter what you're doing. But hopefully in the future we will be able to go mining, and if it's something that is, I guess, a bit more boring in terms of mining, like mining for cobblestone and stuff like that, I might leave it out and kind of fast forward everything, just like mining for cobblestone and coal and everything like that. Because it was something that I gathered in the last episode, but then because of what happened, I feel like I don't want to really repeat everything again, if that makes sense. One thing that I have been doing recently, just while I got a new PlayStation console, is downloading all of the games that I couldn't download onto this particular console in Minecraft, just because it doesn't have much space. So I've been downloading the games, but they take a very long time to download, from what I have noticed. I think that's just part of my internet. I think normally when you're downloading from the disk it shouldn't take too long, but I think it still requires some form of internet just because with the game updates and everything. So that was interesting finding out. I'm just glad that I got an Ethernet cable to kind of try and speed things up a little bit, but it's still kind of slow. Just what happens when you end up living in the country? I I don't know. It's just one of those things that kind of happens, but I'm used to it. I remember growing up, we used to have the dial-up. What a joy that was. For anyone who doesn't know what dial-up is, basically, if you ever hear a loud screeching sound that some YouTubers might kind of put on their videos and stuff where it sounds long and horrible as if a velociraptor was making sounds, slash with a phone call of some sort, that would be dial-up. Oh, okay, here come the monsters now that it's dark. I knew this was gonna happen. I was gonna dig myself down. Oh, there's a dog. Okay. I think that dog was going after the skeleton. I think I'm safe? Am I safe from the skeleton? I just know that the... Oh, okay. Yep. And we're back to square one. Okay, it's being oh! Let's help out the dog a little bit. It's chasing the skeleton! I've never seen that happen before. This is definitely a part of the Minecraft update. That's, oh my gosh, that's pretty funny. Well, at least I don't have to worry about skeletons too much, because the dogs are gonna take care of it. That's a nice it's a nice bonus. Awesome. I always get a little bit scared building up high like this because I'm worried that I'm gonna mess up somewhere and have to drop all the way down and hurt myself a lot. What I am excited about with the new YouTube updates is those little mini games. I really want to try out those mini games because I haven't really done any kind of like battle hunger mini games or anything like that. And then they added in the one with the wings, I think it is, the ones that you get at the end now. Which, when I first started playing Minecraft, you didn't even have a place to go to the end or a way to get the wings. So whenever I saw console players with, whenever I saw PC players with the wings, I was like, oh, when are we gonna get wings? But that is definitely something that has been really exciting for me because I definitely want to start making videos on those and kind of seeing what scores I get, who I end up versing against and stuff like that. If I just like join people's kind of little rooms that they've done. It is exciting for me. I don't know if it's exciting for anyone else, but I kind of nerding out a little bit, I guess I would say. I don't know, whenever there's like a new update for anything, I kind of get really excited. Like, even the Destiny 2 that's coming out, I'm like, oh my gosh. And then there's like talk about Borderlands 3 coming out, and I don't know, I go crazy about that stuff. And then the Pokemon Sun and Moon has come out now, so I'm kind of like, oh my gosh, childhood all over again. Technically childhood, technically not. I do want to play Pokemon as a series, I think one of the older games. I think just because it's something that is from my childhood, and I loved it so much, I think recording it and sharing it, and sharing that kind of joy is definitely something that I want to do, and I do enjoy playing Minecraft as well, but I also do enjoy playing quite a range of different games as well. So I definitely want to try that out. I do want to do a few other games from my childhood, but I think for now recording the Pokemon series maybe um, is a good start. Um, and I do want to do those Minecraft mini games because I think they'll be a lot of fun. So hopefully, me building this house hasn't been too boring. All I've done is I really just enjoy the color of spruce wood. Um, don't know why. I love the little darker color with the lighter oak color. Um, I think they go really well together. I don't know why. I just kind of like adding a bit more of the actual uh, tree element, I guess, to the front of houses. I don't know why. I just what I kind of end up doing. So I think in the growth styles when I had uh, not a lot to kind of work with in terms of what to build with. And I still had like the tree elements for like the corners and everything like that. But I think because I had such a rush of things that I wouldn't normally build with, I ended up being a bit more creative. So I do want to go do something kind of similar here as well, because I think that would be pretty interesting to kind of see what I can come up with when I am building out of things that I wouldn't normally build with. And in that video, I made a challenge to people to build out of things that they wouldn't normally build with. So once again, it's another challenge to myself to build something that I wouldn't normally build out of. I had also thought about, as well as building that storage space that is on that island there, building just kind of building a little tiny house where the spawn is, just so when people spawn into the world, there's just a little place to go. Because I definitely got a little bit of a shock when I re-entered the world and it was nighttime and I had no idea where to go. So I definitely do think it would be a nice kind of addition to the world. There's sapling, don't know why you're just kind of dancing on the top of my house there. Ooh, I want to see if I can try and tame this wolf. Can I? No. Sadly, I couldn't get a dog. I wanted to get the one that saved me from that skeleton, but looks like I couldn't quite tame them. It's annoying because some take like one bone and then others take several before they're tame. But hopefully if I get some more bones, I'll be able to tame myself a wolf, which would be really nice. I also feel like sometime in the future as well, getting a cat. I think they're a little bit more difficult to get than the dogs, so I think I would definitely have a lot more dogs than I normally would cats. But I think that's just because dogs are a lot more easier to tame in Minecraft, and cats take a lot of patience. And while I may have a lot of patience, in terms of gaming patience, maybe not so much. What I also realize is I haven't added a bed, which is kind of really important. Just to have a spawn area. Torches are too, definitely important, just because of how dark it got of a nighttime here, and I don't want anything dangerous spawning, and just kind of making it a little bit more safer, just a little bit. Normally I tend to go a bit torch crazy when I open into a new world, but I think because of everything that happened last episode, I don't think I really could, which is fine. No, don't really have a problem with that. I don't want to place the chest there, I want to place it there, because in the middle of that, I want to place a bed. Or at least I would like to. I just need some wool, and I unfortunately don't have any shears, so I will have to get it the old-fashioned way. I also want to plant this because it is always handy to have sugar cane growing, because I can make paper or I can make sugar to make cakes. Do you need sugar to make pumpkin pies? I'm not 100% sure. Because I don't think you need sugar to make cookies. But I think it's only used for cakes. Unless they changed it and there's like some other food that now needs sugar or something like that. But as far as I know, I think it's only used for the cakes. Maybe pumpkin pie. Maybe? Now I can finally make a bed. So, I'm not really sure where to place it. I might just hold on to it for a second. Just because I don't know where to place it. I know I can change the positioning of the bed at any time. But I don't know. I don't know where to put it. I might put it between the furnace and the chest, but we'll see. Hopefully I have enough glass now to finish off the house, because I had to dig out quite a lot of sand to do the glass. I think this is where I'm gonna leave the video. Just seems fitting for some reason, I don't know. But you know, that where it's gonna be. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, waddle over to the like button and slap the subscribe to become a hatchling, and I will see you all in a wingspan. Bye bye.